Hello, my name is Jeanmark Kessler, and I welcome you to the Co-Track. So because we have to cover 5 verses today, I know I'm breaking the rule of like my 3 that I've set for myself, but we have to get the context. So let's just jump right into Genesis chapter 3, starting in verse 1. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, Has God indeed said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, We may eat the fruit of the tree of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God has said, You shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. Then the serpent said to the woman, You shall not surely die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Well, first, let's identify this serpent. In all of God's creation, he's super cunning. And in the first book of the Bible, Genesis, it's seen as a serpent. In the last book of the Bible, Revelation 12, verse 9, I encourage you to look that up later. He's seen as a dragon, and he's called that old serpent, the devil, Satan. Now in Hebrew, Hasatan, or Satan, means the adversary. So here we have Eve being confronted by the adversary of God, and he's waging 3 attacks on God. The first is, God's being constrictive. Hasn't he said you could eat of every tree here? Why this one you can't eat? Or 2, God is a liar. You won't die. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He is lying to you. And number 3, God is being selfish. Oh, he just knows that when you eat this, you can get to know good and evil, you'll be just like him. So he is restrictive, he is a liar, and he is selfish. But Eve did quote God in Genesis chapter 2, verse 16 and 17. God does say, hey, you can eat everything here. Just this one tree, please. It's the knowledge of good and evil. Do not eat it right now. Do not know good and evil right now. Because if you do right now, you will die. But Eve has a choice. Do I wait on God to know about good and evil with God? Or do I get to know about good and evil right now without God? And as we see from what happened after that, when she decided to disobey God and know about good and evil before the appointed time, death resulted. She died. But think, what would have happened if she waited for when God wanted her to know about good and evil? Just think, is there something in your life right now that you're waiting so much for, and you just want to say, you're being restrictive, or you're not giving me the full truth, or most of the information, or you're being selfish? Please, let me have it right now. But I challenge you to take that to God. Wait on the Lord. Ask him, when is the best time for me to get to have this? Because he knows. And he wants what's best for us. Until next time, hang your hat on the Co-Track.